Hi everybody, my name is Manor and welcome back to Page Turners, which is our diverse book club for teens and young adults. Today we're going to be discussing the book Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas, but before we get into it, I'm going to list some content and trigger warnings for you right here. And I will say that this review might contain some spoilers, so if you don't want any spoilers, now's your chance to click off the video. Okay, let's get into it. Cemetery Boys is about our main character Yadriel, who's trans. He comes from a long line of Brujex, but because of the fact that he's trans, he is overlooked and doesn't actually get to officially become a brujo when he's 15 years old. However, he wants to prove to his family that he is a brujo, and with the help of his best friend Maritza, they both set out to complete the ritual so that he can officially become a brujo. The ritual doesn't go exactly as planned, but it does work. So Yadriel is officially a brujo, but they find out that Yadriel's cousin Miguel has died and nobody can find his spirit. And Yadriel also accidentally ends up summoning the spirit of Julian Diaz, who is somebody that goes to their school. The weird thing is that Julian doesn't remember how he died or who did it. Yadriel and Maritza are supposed to set the spirit free, but Julian ends up making a deal with them that if he can check on his friends to make sure that they're okay, Yadriel and Maritza can set his spirit free like they're supposed to. So the three of them embark on this journey, trying to figure out what happened and trying to keep it a secret that there's a literal spirit in the house all at the same time. In addition to Julian and Miguel, there have also been other mysterious deaths happening and nobody knows who it is. The book does take place over the course of a few days, and because of this shortened timeline and some hiccups that Julian experiences as a spirit, it creates a sense of urgency to try to solve everything as quickly as they can. We see that Yadriel and Julian are the complete opposite of each other, but that makes them perfect for each other because this is a YA novel after all. So naturally, over the course of the book, they do end up getting a lot closer to each other, and they do also end up talking about the discrimination that they both face for their respective gender and sexual identities. And a lot of that vulnerability also helps them to finally share their first kiss, which is super adorable. After Julian is able to see that his friends and his brother are okay, and because of all those hiccups that are happening that are making his spirit kind of disappear and come back, he decides that Yadriel has to set him free earlier than anticipated. It doesn't exactly work because Julian's spirit ends up disappearing again, and it actually leads Yadriel to find his body and the bodies of his cousin Miguel and the others who have mysteriously died. And I can't tell you who the person is behind it, but it really was a twist that I didn't see coming. The whole scene is very cool and really intense. I think this book is a really good mix of culture and identity. I also really appreciated how Julian brought up the discrepancies in magic because it seems to be a very gendered thing. Just by Yadriel existing proves that magic clearly has a gender bias because it excludes trans and non-binary people. It's something that I wouldn't have thought about before, so I really appreciate this book even more for doing that. I really hope y'all consider picking this one up, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did, and we'll see you next time.